You can't come to this one, buddy. I'm sorry. You can't come. Do you want a treat instead? I can give you a treat. Want a treat? Ooh. Want one of these things, Bullet? Sit. Sit. Lay down. Bang, bang. Good boy. Be a good boy, alright? Today is gonna be a good day. Can you feel it? I can feel it. You want to hear something really funny? Jamie and I last night, we slept on the couch. I don't know what's been going on the past couple days. We just have not been comfortable in our bed. So we're like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep on the couch. And she's like, I'm gonna join you. So we slept on the couch. Honestly, great night's sleep. It was good. Today's Jamie's first day back at work for in a while, actually. She's been on vacation for a while. So she's at work. I went to the gym this morning, and it is now 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm heading down into Northport Village. I'm meeting Rob. He has a new client where he picked up another garden. He wants to get some drone footage of the garden. So I brought my drone. It's actually good timing because I've been wanting to get more into the drone stuff. I had this huge folder, and I put all this work into it a year ago in September of my vlog B-roll stuff where it's me getting into the car, it's my car turning on, it's drone footage of me driving, it's Long Island drone footage, it's so much stuff, footage in my studio, there's so much B-roll and I can't find the folder. I don't know where it is and I'm very frustrated. I spent all this time filming this stuff and I don't know where it is.
I'm gonna cut all this stuff, trim it up, and then it's
Cool, it's gonna be a cool spot. So I've been sitting here for the past 20 minutes because, for whatever reason, my drone needs an update in firmware, so it's been updating for the past 20 minutes. I'm gonna pop a squat. First of all, can you see this view? Look at this view. This is pretty sick. Look at that. That's Northport Harbor right there. That's a beautiful view. That's really nice. All right, here we go. Let's take off. There he is. All right, Bullet, let's pick some rosemary. And we're gonna dry some rosemary today. Ain't this pretty nice? Look at this rosemary bush we got. Alright, we got two different types of rosemary. We got this type, which I'm more used to seeing. And we got this type, which is very different. It looks a little more like pine Christmassy. This is the kind I'm used to seeing. So I think people would be really surprised with the amount of work that actually really goes into getting the interviews or gigs. It's a lot of the same thing. It's just hundreds and hundreds of messages and hundreds of no responses and dozens of no's. You just keep doing it until you get a yes. Every no is one step closer to a yes. And you guys saw how many messages I sent out yesterday. Even for the interviews, I didn't get a single response on the interviews yet. Not a single one yet. With the restaurants, I only got one response so far. And it was the most wild response I've probably gotten. It blew my mind. I've been a supporter of this bar for a long time. I really like it. I have some great memories at this bar, especially because when I first turned 21, I started going out with a lot of my music friends. I had a lot of music friends at the time when I first dropped out of college. I'd say I still do, but it's different. It was a different vibe. I was hanging around a lot of musicians a lot more because I was going to open mics and stuff. So we'd always meet at this one bar. And now I have this copy and paste thing that I send to everybody. If I know they have live music, I say I have a question about your live music. If I don't know if they have live music, I just say I have a question about your restaurant. Do you have live music? I accidentally called them a restaurant, which they don't serve food, and they responded. They were it was absurd. It's crazy. They responded saying, "We're not a restaurant. Do some research and work on your grammar." And that was their response. And I was like, but then now what's weird is they just come up as Instagram user. So their name that I messaged isn't even there anymore, which is a little weird. I'm gonna maybe hope that it was just a random person, not even the actual bar. That's crazy because that makes me that response is so absurd and rude that it makes me never want to ever step foot in your bar again. Wow. You could have just not even responded. It just blows my mind that people act like that. Jamie and I tried out this new sushi restaurant by our house yesterday, and it was phenomenal. And one point that we talked about is the fact we were waiting for our entrees, and they brought out free edamame on the house, and we were talking about such a small little act like that makes such a big difference. And then quite the opposite for other ways. An act like that, it's I never want to ever step foot in your restaurant or bar. Sorry, not a restaurant. Bar ever again. It's how, what? Wow, this is interesting. This is my shorts channel. This is interesting. Got 1,300 views on the shorts. Let me buy you a drink. Very interesting. Whoa, actually, shorts are killing it. Testing out my bass guitar, 836 views. This is very wild, actually. Alright, just spent a good amount of time working on TikToks from the time inside the city doing the dream job kind of thing. Spent a ton of time sending more messages for interviews. Now it's time for lunch. Got a salad and some red bean pasta instead of, it's like, I guess it's technically gluten-free. It's pretty decent, actually. So I went on live stream for a little bit, working on some new music, and I found this old track. Take a listen to this. This is the vibe. I think this might be the next one we write to. Sweet, baby. Look, you wanna go see Rocco and Nico? You wanna see Rocco and Nico? You wanna see Rocco and Nico? Poor Bullet is so excited to see Nico and Rocco. I got them all excited. And turns out that my dad just took them on the boat. And they're not even here. Bullet, I'm so sorry, buddy. You're so excited. Honestly, now that I'm all cooled off and cleaned, I'm in a much better mood. I was a little salty before. I'm in a much better mood now. Life is good.